think we might have broke our camera. It's stuck on stupid.
Greetings, friends. We left you off last episode with our favorite camera going cuckoo. Thankfully, letting it just rest up, it magically started working again. Today, we want to share our voyage through the darkness and into the light of Ensenada in northern Baja.
Well, it is 9:35 at night right now. Malvina is trying to catch some sleep, and we are just ripping through the water right now. We're getting up to 7.8, almost 8 knots here and there. We're going a little bit too fast. I don't really know what we're going to do. We're going to have to go really far out and then come back, or we're just going to go in and then maybe heave to outside of Ensenada, because I don't think we can check in there until, morning time. This is almost too good of a sail. It's a little bit wavy. We are bopping around, but I think she's having a tough time sleeping. We're kind of having fun out here. Try and show you guys that we're getting up to above 8 knots right here. Kind of depends on the waves, I think. I've been trying to trim the sails actually to slow us down, and I don't know what else I can do. We got 15 knots of wind. We're doing 7, 6, 8. There we go. Doing good. Look at everything back here too. Dinghy is still hanging on strong. The Starlink went out, so I'm sitting here just being bored, but that's good. That's kind of what we're searching for out here, is boredom. We maybe have 6 hours to go, so that's a little bit of an issue. And I have reefed the main, and I have reefed the head sail until I have just kind of a sliver out. You just see the bottom of the main there. But I have one reef in the main, at least 50% of the head sail gone, and I can't seem to get under. Can't seem to get much under 6 knots. And I really would rather go 5 just to make it on time and not get there too early. So we keep hitting 7. Normally that's a great thing. Trying to kill my speed, but just can't seem to do it. Oh well. Wish I was racing today. Before I forget to mention, I also did see 10.5 knots tonight. So that's pretty cool. That's before the reef. That's a personal record, so happy about that, kinda.
For our first night, we attempted to break up our night watch by Connor taking the first shift, letting me sleep from about 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. And then I would take the next shift from 2 a.m. to 8 a.m., letting Connor sleep then. Unfortunately, I was not able to sleep at all, so around midnight, I woke up and switched off with Connor.
Hello. I attempted to get a little bit of sleep. I think I lay down around like 7:15 and laid until about midnight, and I just could not sleep. So we're gonna let Connor get a little snooze in, and we're getting like 16, 17 knots of wind and holding an average of about like 6 knots. So we're gonna get into Ensenada way sooner than we planned. That's okay. We're cruising. It was pretty uncomfortable trying to sleep, so we're just gonna hang out. Enjoy it. We're really sailing. Trying to listen to Andrew Huberman, love his podcast. Not the time for it. I was getting so sleepy. Now I'm listening to some good music and just having a little dance party. Keep the energy high. You can finally see land now.
How was your night?
It's good, you know.
dance parties, got some editing done, and then the wind just died. And I was adjusting the main sheet, and Connor woke up. He's like, "What are you doing touching my sail configuration?" Good, now I'll switch him and I'll go back to bed.
Yeah, we were ripping all night. I got a little bit of sleep for the past couple hours, and now it's about 4 o'clock in the morning, and all of the wind died. And yeah, we had 2.5 knots of wind, so time to click on the motor. Unfortunately, we still have about 20 miles to go. So if we motor in at 5 knots, that still takes us 4 hours, so that gets us into Ensenada exactly when we wanted to be. So it's all gonna work out good, but yeah, it does feel silly. I think it was 60 miles as the crow flies, and we just, sailed for probably, what?
40?
Huh?
40?
No, because we went way out.
Oh, yeah.
We probably sailed for 60 miles already, and we still have to motor for 20.
I can tell you exactly.
Alvina will check on the Sea People app.
We actually, our distance so far has been 67.8 nautical miles.
We sailed 67.8 nautical miles tonight.
Average speed of 5.6 knots, which was
That's
actually...
it?
No, it was actually 6 knots, but it's probably because we've just been kind of bobbing here and it's been on the whole time.
Yeah, okay.
It says that we've been doing this 12 hours and 11 minutes.
Alright, good job,
Night.
team.
Good morning, Ensenada. Or I guess I should say buenos dias.
I'm so tired. I have not slept. Connor has been snoozing for a while. Lucky duckling. But he deserves it. I'm gonna let him sleep, and I guess I'll just sleep when I get there. Beautiful.
Sleepyhead. Look what we have here. Still that beautiful moon lingering in the back. And what? It just keeps getting better. How gorgeous. So close. There's Todos Santos Islands. Isla de Todos Santos. Wow.
Well, we had to motor for the past few hours. I got some sleep. Alvina finally went to sleep, I think. I got to turn the motor off because we had just enough wind to fill the sails. It's not quite enough to keep us going at a good speed, but we're doing 2.5 to 3 knots right now. We got about 5 to 6 knots of wind, so it's not too bad. Doing pretty good speed for that little wind. And we got following seas. We'll be there in a couple hours, which is perfect because that gets us there at like 9:30. Hopefully we can check in that early. We'll see. I just caught my first Mexican kelp. I've caught plenty of kelp in California, but this is the first Mexican kelp I've ever caught. So exciting. Buenos dias.
Hola.
Hola.
Es una mañana muy bonita. No hay pescado para el desayuno. No fish for breakfast. Pero hay viento para desayunar. Comemos jamón y queso, sí. En un sándwich.
Sandwich.
We're just gonna start practicing our Spanish to one another, and you guys can hopefully laugh. The most embarrassing part is I actually lived in Mexico for just shy of a year, but I lived in the most gringo place that everybody spoke English.
We're going to another gringo place right now. Everyone speaks good English at Marina Coral, supposedly.
In Ensenada. And I think we're just gonna tuck in, try to take care of customs and all the paperwork, throw a load in while we eat some tacos and margaritas. We should do a little bit of laundry. Then we're gonna probably tomorrow morning take our little wagon to the Soriano Supermarket. That's how you say it.
All right. Now I know.
Super.
Super.
We can just call it the Super.
El super.
Mercado.
Mercado. Not the market.
After a beautiful sunrise, we got the wind back. We were just cruising at like 5 knots. Now we kind of lost a little bit of the wind. And we're at about 3.5, 4. Cruising into Ensenada. Connor's all showered. Yay! Stinky is now clean.
After the last 5 days or something.
Now I'm stinky, so I gotta go. I can't be the smelly kid on the boat. It's a little different when Connor and I both are stinky, but. And I punched myself in the lip yesterday. I had a big lip, and now it's all bruised. So if anyone's wondering, it looks weird. Connor! He had to get me back because that one time I started the outboard and I punched him right in the nose on Thanksgiving morning. So, you know, retaliation.
I still have to get you back. I didn't do that.
Yeah. He didn't do it. I did it to myself. I was literally scrubbing the deck and then I was carrying, I don't even know how it happened. I was carrying the paddle boards because they come down they're like inflatable paddle boards, and I was just holding on, and then something shifted, and I think I just kind of used my face to make sure it didn't fall off my shoulder, and I didn't think it was gonna hit that hard, but it hit super hard. I came down and I was like, my lip.
Good use of your lip.
All right, shower time.
Kind of a tight little harbor mouth here. Big boats in here though, so we gotta be fine, I'm sure. Now Vina's working hard getting all the fenders and dock lines out. Yeah, it looks super tight, doesn't it? How do all these big catamarans get in here? Hey! Right there. And right there. I don't know if you guys can see how close that is, but it's pretty damn tight for all these big boats. Crazy. Feel like I'm doing something wrong here.
So gnarly.
Isn't that tight?
That was so gnarly. Okay, why don't you open up your map to see where the slip is?
I was gonna say a beer.
We gotta find our slip first before you get the beer.
Margaritas. Alright.
Bye.
Malvina, what are we doing now, boss?
We're checking in. Hopefully, because we were told that you have to be here at 9 a.m. to do the whole customs and immigration and check-in. So hopefully we can still squeeze in, because apparently there was no one that needed to do this morning. So hopefully we can just snag a spot. That's all. Mama needs some tacos.
We were told that we have to do this at 9, but they wouldn't. They also told us we couldn't check into the slip until noon. So not sure how that works, but maybe my math's off.
We are are checked in. And we just got some groceries. Our driver, salud. Our homeboy that just took us to the immigration office and getting our tip took us to the grocery store, and we just stocked up. I think that was the most groceries I've ever bought for Alivo.
But the fewest amount of beers. They're not very good deals on beers.
It's okay, we'll find beer. Oh, this is steep. Oh my gosh, this is very steep.
We're at the Mount Whitney.
Yeah, we brought the cart down here. We were struggling. We have done it. We have finally got our tacos. Oh, that looks good. I'm gonna have to trade you some. We got some guac, some elote. Okay, good. Deal. Salud.
Salud.
We did it. We found food. We were so hungry.
Here's the IPA made in Mexico.
We almost passed out on the boat. We were so hungry. We're like, we can't make a decision on where to go.
Got stuck eating beer all night.
We did it. All right, let's dive in.
Just wanted to share this with you guys. This place puts all the San Diego microbrews, all the Temecula microbrews to shame. This place is doing it right.
And I had a mezcalita that was so
She
good.
didn't even drink beer.
How festive. We're just checking out Marina Coral. We came up to use the hot tub. Look how beautiful that is. And they got a pool and a hot tub here, so we're gonna go check that out.
Trying to soak up all the heat we can get over here. It's freezing.
Yeah.
We've been freezing for so long.
Yeah, Connor literally, since we're plugged in to shore power, he turned up the heat.
Space heater.
The space heater.
Is running in the boat right now.
So it's nice and toasty when we get back. All right, let's check in
Cozy.
here.
Got the heat blanket on tonight.
Meow, meow, meow. Are you sunbathing? Are you sunbathing? Huh? You are so sweet.
All right, waking up in Marina Coral. Exciting stuff here on Alivo sailing. Laundry day. We literally are taking every single dryer right now. Been kind of hanging out right here. How gorgeous, huh? This is Marina Coral, so we're just docked on the D dock there. We've been looking at weather all day today and trying to figure out what we're gonna do. Yeah, we've been looking at weather because there is some major swell coming in this weekend. We are trying to figure out if we have enough wind, because there is a part where we may get no wind and a lot of swell, and that's so uncomfortable to just be bobbing around on a boat and not moving. And so we were talking with other people. There was another couple that took off yesterday, and 3 hours in they turned around and came back. And so that kind of was like, oh, that's a little worrisome. So we have been looking at swell patterns, weather, wind patterns, and just trying to figure out what would be the best step for us. And we have decided to send it, try to get down to Turtle Bay, and then we'll tuck into Turtle Bay and be pretty protected in there. This marina also gets a gnarly kind of surge that comes in and out, so it could not even be that comfortable even to be here, and it's just super expensive. So we're gonna finish our laundry, get some breakfast, and then we're gonna go back to sailing. We decided to be extra fancy today.
Oh yeah, we're doing it.
Connor taking me to like a Michelin star spot for breakfast. The waves just crashing over here. So pretty. Just views all around. And a nice
nice short walk from Marina Coral. Buen provecho. How pretty is this? You're fancy, huh? Fancy boy.
All right, people, we are leaving Ensenada. We are checked in. We are good to go anywhere we want in Mexico, I think. I don't know. The guy kind of scared me when I was checking out, asking what our next port of entry is. And I'm like, we're going to Anchor or other places. I don't know. Like maybe Puerto Vallarta, maybe Cabo, maybe La Paz. I don't know. But yeah, I think we're fine. They just kind of want to know where you're going to end up at some point, hopefully. We'll see. Hopefully we don't go to Mexican jail. I don't like it there. Not that I've been. Melvina, what do you think about all this?
Yeah, we were set and ready. That was a lot of fun. And it was kind of just a funny day. I feel like it was a very confusing day because it was like last night it was dinner where we were like, okay, we're going to go tomorrow. Everything's cool. And then we were in the hot tub all relaxed. And then we met these friends that we met in San Diego when we were anchored out there, and they tried to leave yesterday, and they went 3 hours out, and they ended up turning around because it was so gnarly. So that definitely like put a sour taste in our mouth, and we're like, well, and then we started looking at staying for an extended amount of time in Ensenada and just waiting for all the weather to pass. And then we ended up talking to a few more people that are leaving tomorrow, and a few people that were like, oh no, your weather window is definitely now if you want to go. So we're back to plan A, which I like. I don't want to get stuck in Ensenada. And yeah, just hoping this goes smooth, as smooth as it can be. So, hoping for the best, expecting the worst, and just gonna enjoy it.
Expecting the worst?
Well, no, it's just like, it could get bad, and that's
Prepare
alright.
for the worst.
Prepare, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Hope for the best.
Hope for the best.
Prepare for the worst. Don't expect the worst. You're the master manifester.
Yeah, okay.
We
Well,
can't have you expecting anything bad.
alright. Everything's set. We're ready.
And we're just rolling around out here already. Hopefully it's we can get these sails up soon so we don't roll like this.
Just took our customs flag down. We're officially official. We're splitting between island and land. Ensenada way behind us. Goodbye.
It'll be coming up on the wind here anytime.
Yep, and Connor's doing some soft shackles.
Preventative work.
He's fine-tuning our preventer.
Hopefully. I didn't measure anything.
Sometimes he works best when he just sends it.
It'll work. Cutting a taper on this so all the splices go through easy. Put a little electrical tape around it.
You want to show him the other one that you just did?
Just made that guy. Little eye splice, all nice and tapered and buried in there.
Nice.
Super strong.
Good job.
Thank you.
Got lots of sunshine. Pretty rolly seas, but we got that mainsail up. And that definitely helped us from rocking around a little bit. So trying to do a little motor sailing, and we should be busting it out, both sails here shortly, as soon as we get around this island. And I'm gonna go down below and teach my first private session while underway. We'll see how it goes. Starlink is working, so hopefully it stays bueno. All right, we'll see how this goes. Hello. On the bright side, I had a private and it worked. It was really hard to teach from such a rocking boat, but Dorothy was the best student. Thank you, Dorothy. She was super flexible, and she was actually a sailor herself, so she was just super encouraging, and was really happy that I kind of was able to do that while we were upon sail. That being said, Connor was having a hard time and I feel so bad. And we have made a new rule that if anything, if he needs me, even if I'm in the middle of teaching, he needs to yell at me and get me out of the private because the boat and our lives are more important than teaching a private. What happened, Connor? Wait, I don't know if you can see Connor's laying down.
I'm looking at the stars. It's a beautiful night. We just escaped the cloud that we entered as soon as she started her private, pretty much. We were just motoring when she started, and then the wind picked up, so I decided to let out the sails, and then I was still tying all my preventer lines and kind of getting that whole system all finished. Yeah, I had no helper. And it got a little stressful because the wind picked up kind of heavy. Not super heavy, but the clouds were a little bit scary. I knew there was some decent wind coming. Yeah, just kind of running around here like crazy, trying to figure out everything and realizing how important Malvina is to this operation. So I think that's why she did it, just to show what it's like without her.
All went well though,
Yeah,
and
we're all good.
doing amazing. We're keeping a good average of like a little over 6.5, sometimes peaking over 7 knots. We got about 12 knots of wind, kind of favoring the direction to the wind. We're doing a nice down sail. So we're just keeping the wind on our starboard side, sailing a port tack, port jibe. Is that how you'd say
I
it?
think you would still call it a port tack.
Port tack. So we're still sailing a port tack.
Yeah.
And yeah, making good headway south. And check this out. Well, I hope you can check it out. We were looking and we were like, whoa, there's some fierce clouds. Then we're like, wow, look at the stars. Finding rivets on the deck. Uh-oh. Connor just landed the drone with literally right there.
You got lucky.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks for sailing into Ensenada with us. Now that we are cleared to explore Mexico, join us in our next episode for a 300 nautical mile sail to Bahia Tortugas. If you love watching our videos and feel like contributing to our journey, here's our Venmo. Whether it's buying us a beer, maybe a honeymoon gift, or helping to contribute to beautifying Alivo, all donations are truly appreciated and not taken lightly. Blessings, y'all. Thanks for watching.